Now, focusing on generative AI, there are a couple big things that people are particularly excited about. There's the ambient clinical note documentation, which effectively means the computer eavesdrops on the conversation, and from that creates a note. Now, to be clear, this is not someone dictating into a system and it creates a note. This is listening to a conversation and deciding what's important and then putting the information into a format that the doctor can use for a note. So this has potential to be an enormous time saver, and it's actually taken off in a number of different areas. Responding to patient messages. A lot of the responses to patient messages take up a lot of time for doctors. The inbox are out of control. And so this is something that can be an enormous time saver. The other one that I thought was interesting was I've heard some doctors who are using it to rationalize decisions for insurance companies. And the idea being, you say, I have a patient who I need approval for. This is his condition. Here's some literature for what needs to be done. And these are things that the doctor could do, but they find they can do it faster with the computer. And finally, I've heard of an ER doctor who's using it to explain things to patients and family in a written form in a very patient-centered way. So he can talk to the patient in a simplified version, but it's nice to explain something and ask the computer to say, explain it at a 5th grade level, the following, and it does a nice job. The challenge with these is you always need to check what the computer writes. It does it incredibly quickly. It does it reasonably well, usually quite well, but sometimes it makes mistakes. And the classic one that people talk about in this field is there's a lawyer who presented a brief to a judge and didn't check the references that generative AI created, and the references were made up. So it does have a risk, and you just got to be careful about that. But it can be an amazing time saver and a nice way to improve quality as well.